Destin here with some strategies for the Last Wish raid in Destiny 2. The Vault is one of the more difficult encounters. This encounter starts in a large room with 3 themed side rooms. First, name each for callouts before beginning the encounter. Tree, Rocks, and Temple will be what we use for this video. Once ready, 3 players stand on the 3 plates surrounding the machine in the middle of the room. Each player will see 3 different symbols on the machine. Designate one player to always call out their middle symbol first. This middle symbol will match with one of the other 2 players standing on the other plates. The player with that matching symbol will call out that they have the symbol on the left or right. If it's on the left, they'll be the Penumbra plate. If it's on the right, they'll be the ANTUMBRA plate. The next player will then call out their middle symbol, which will match with the left or right symbol of the third and final player. Again, if the matching symbol was on the left side for a player, that player's plate needs the Penumbra cleanse. If the symbol was on the right side for a player, that player's plate needs the ANTUMBRA cleanse. Let's go over an example. Temple plate has 1 fish going in a circle. Tree plate says I have that on my left. Tree plate is Penumbra. Anytime a symbol matches on the left, you're Penumbra. Tree plate says Eagle dive bombing in middle. Rock plate says I have that on my left. Rock plate is also Penumbra. By process of elimination, that means Temple plate is ANTUMBRA, but let's finish the callouts to be sure. Rock plate would call out 2 fish going in a circle in the middle. Temple plate has that on right. Yep, you guessed it, Temple plate is ANTUMBRA. Once you have figured out which plate is which, you'll be able to kill the Eye of Riven and have a designated carrier pick up the orb that drops. Be sure he is the only one in the room when the Eye of Riven is killed, as it'll seal off and force him to run through the side tunnels to return it. Once the orb is picked up, the player will either get a Penumbra or ANTUMBRA buff and will need to detonate on the appropriate plate. Help him out by letting him know which one you were. For example, if you were reading the Tree plate and you're Penumbra, and he's looking for a Penumbra cleanse, let him know where to go. During the callouts and orb carry, enemies will spawn from 3 different outer rooms: Tree room, Rock room, and Temple room. 2 out of the 3 rooms will be closed off, so the players in the center of the room must tell the player with the taken orb which room to go towards. During this portion of the encounter, more enemies will spawn along with an Ultra Taken Knight. Your fire team must find this knight and kill it before it gets to a plate. Once the knight gets to a plate and slams its sword down, it will wipe your fire team if it stays there too long. An additional knight will spawn after every cleansing phase, so make sure to kill them immediately. Remember those ANTUMBRA and Penumbra callouts you did earlier? Well, this is where it comes into play. Communicate with each other and cleanse the correct plate accordingly. You can cleanse using your grenade button with the taken orb. Do this encounter a total of 9 times in order to move on. That's it for this encounter. For one of the others, be sure to check the description below. And for more on Destiny 2, keep it right here on IGN.